right to that curl route. So when I see the user jump to this side, now my eyes are going to be going backside. So we have this high-low read. So we're going to be reading this player. He stays inside. So we have a really nice hole, just a nice alley to fire that in. I low ball that in against the tight end. Now, if you're new to the channel, I do things a little bit different. I'm going to bring you guys really in-depth full play breakdowns. I'm going to have real gameplay footage of me playing online in weekend league and head-to-head, me showing you guys this actually works against real opponents, reading. If there's a user on the field, I'm actually going to show you the reads and how I go through them on the field. So if that sounds like something you guys would be interested in, please leave a like on this video and please sub to the channel. I do not want you guys to miss anything. So the idea with this whole scheme, if this is your first time tuning in, is it's all about getting to the line of scrimmage. It isn't empty, so it's going to be passing basically every play, except actually one of my 3 plays in this red zone scheme is going to be a QB draw. This is really the only run play I use unless I audible down to a different formation. But out of the Empty Trey Stack itself, this is the only run play we will use in, short yardage and red zone. So that is the idea with the scheme, guys. It's going to be really quick passing plays, get to the line of scrimmage. I made a whole playlist. You guys can go check it out. I think I got 9 or 10 videos in it, a bunch of different setups, how to beat every zone, every man. And then the first video you guys should really check out is the first video in the scheme. I go over my audibles, adjustments, my personnel. I use the ability points, my ability point breakdown. And then I also show you guys how to get to the line of scrimmage and read a defense. Really, really important for this. And it's going to show you, okay, I get to the line of scrimmage, I can see they're in cover 2, I can audible to this play. I see they're in cover 3, I can audible to this play, or I have different setups depending on the covered. So that is the idea for the scheme, guys. Like I said, this is going to be really focused on the red zone. We have a 4-play mini scheme. I'm going to do it a little bit different. Usually I don't even really hop into practice mode, but for this I'm going to hop into practice mode. But we are first going to go over the play double stick. This is the only play I haven't went over before, kind of setup wise. So I made a screen like I usually do for the videos to show you guys the adjustments. Usually I'll put the reads on it, but we're going to go over that on the field. And then we will also go over the other 4 plays. I'm going to first kind of show you how I like to score from the kind of 5-yard line and in, and then about the 15-yard line and in. So let's get into it. All right, guys, the play we are going over is double stick first. Now, these are adjustments for cover 2 and cover 3. Now, our adjustments for cover 3 are also going to be the same adjustments for cover 4. So as far as the red zone for this play, I like this about the 10-yard line and in, all the way about to the 2-yard line. I will still call this play. So the adjustments versus cover 2, we always want the stack on the wide side of the field for both these plays. We want to go to the middle receiver on the Trey side, and we want to put him on a curl and then motion him in, and then we're going to have a dual stack look. Then we want to put the other receiver in the other stack, the back receiver, in a curl as well. Then we just want to put circle the outside receiver on the Trey side in a smoke screen. The only other adjustments for cover 3 that will be different, all the adjustments are going to be the same. It's just going to be the motion. So instead of making a dual stack look, we're going to have more of a spread look. So we're going to take the receiver in the stack and we're just going to motion him in, and all our adjustments will be the same. Those are our adjustments, guys. Let's go over our reads and stuff on the field. All right, guys. So this is going to be our cover 3 setups. What is going on, guys? King Reggie, and we are back in that Empty Trey Stack scheme out of the Pittsburgh Steelers playbook. And today I'm going to bring you guys my 4-play mini scheme, how I like to score in the red zone. Pull the flat defender way down. Then we're going to have a similar little hooking out here, and then a straight hook here. They're the opposite, but that's going to be the reads. So on this play, the whole idea is we just want 4 hooks on the field, whichever way the user goes, whichever way their zones kind of drop. Then we're just going to go to whoever's open. I really like low balls in this play. So let's take a look at the first one. This is against cover 3. Okay, motion in Kamara, trace receiver, all our adjustments in, snap the ball. So right away, we want to look at the user. Wherever he's kind of going, we want to go to look to the opposite way. As we can see with this smokescreen player here, guys, he's going to pull down this curl flat, this hard flat, really, really well, and it's just going to give us 4 hooks along the goal line. We're just going to wait. As you can see, this hook opens up. The user starts to play over there, so we're just going to fire that in, low ball it there. So that was from about the 4-yard line, guys. Like I said, I use this from about the 11 till about the 2-yard line, and then I will go to a different play. So let's look at the next one. Same thing. So this is actually going to be against cover 2 now. So we're going to keep the Trey receiver side the same. Then we're going to motion in this player, and it's more going to be just a spread out look with no stacks on the field. This, I just find against cover 2 is just going to put the hooks in a better spot to take advantage of it. All our adjustments in. So here we have the smoke screen, snap the ball. So once again, we are just going to watch the user in the middle of the field, guys. Wait for him to commit. He's just, he's just stuck in the middle of the field. He doesn't know where to go. Now we're just going to low ball this in there. Fire it in. That's from about the 5-yard line. So there, first one against cover 3. There it is against cover 2, guys. Just really putting the user in a bind, just spreading everything out and hooks all over the field. Okay, one more time. This is from about the 6-yard line. This is the cover 3 setup, guys. There's all our adjustments in. Once again, we want to look for the user, but this was the cover 3 setup, but they're actually running man on the goal line. So this is not my go-to play on the goal line against man coverage. I'll go over that in a minute, but it still works really well. Basically, we just want to look at these hooks, or the curls that we put on the field from the back of stack receivers, and whichever way the user doesn't go, we just want to low ball that in. So the user's staying in the middle of the field. We have kind of a hook curl or something dropping underneath that hook, so we're just going to fire low ball that in right there. So against man coverage, we are just going to take those curl routes basically on break is the idea. All right, guys, so that was the first way I like to score on, the 5-yard line and in. So we're going to focus on the 5-yard line and in. I have 3 plays that we're going to go over. The next play is QB draw. Now, when I run QB draw, like you can see, I've called it 67 times, only for a 2.7 yards per average. So I really only use it in short yardage, and especially the goal line, guys. I find it works really, really good. The only other thing I'll tell you is when I'm going to run this QB draw, I'm just going to come in, put my ball carrier on conservative, then I have a really, really low, chance of fumbling. We're not going to be trying to juke anyone out. We're literally trying to gain 1 or 2 yards on this play anyway. So I'm just going to throw him on conservative as my quarterback. It's just going to let me, have a little bit of peace of mind that I can try to make a play. But honestly, guys, this QB draw is really, really hard to stop in short yardage. So let's take a look. Okay, guys, so here we go. Running our QB draw. This is from about the 4-yard line. So the only other thing when I'm running this QB draw, because I run this hook play a lot on the goal line, these are kind of my 2 plays I'll go to, and then we'll go over the third in a second. I want to motion in either this player, make it a stack look, motion this player in just to, give them the idea I could be passing the ball, and then we're going to catch them off guard with the QB draw. So really quick, really simple, guys. QB draw, we're going to put them on conservative. Like I said, basically, we're just going to wait for that hole to open up, gain a 4 yards. It's super simple, guys, but because we pass the ball so much in this offense, they almost never expect this. I score so often on this, guys. We're spreading everyone out. They cannot pack the box because we can just hit them outside so quickly on those hook routes. So they have to keep everyone spread, just hit them on the inside with this QB draw. Okay, same thing, guys. We motion this player in here. Now, once again, they have to keep their defense spread out because this is, an empty set. We pass the ball all over. If they don't keep all the guys covered outside, we can just hit really quick dots on the goal line. So this is going to be a really simple and easy read right up the middle. All we need is 1 yard. We gain like 3 or 4, and we fall forward into the end zone. Okay, one more time, guys. Now we motion in Kamara here. Same thing. Look at this hole. Everyone drops back, fall forward. All we need is 2 yards. So really, guys, I will use that hook play from about the 5-yard line to about the 2-yard line. If they're in zone coverage, then once we get to the 1 or 2 yard line, then I'll run this QB draw. And then now we'll go over what I do from about the 5-yard line and in if we have man coverage called against us. This is a play we have already went over with the setup we've already went over. So that's why I didn't make a whole nother screen for you guys. But the play we are going to go over is stick and nod on the goal line in the red zone. From out, like I said, the 5-yard line and in, if they're calling man coverage, this is the play I will go to. Once again, I go over this in my other videos with my abilities, but this top of stack receiver is really important to beat man coverage, and we put route tech on this player just because he will post man coverage if they don't have 1 step ahead on the corner covering this guy. So let's go take a look at stick and nod. All right, guys, so what we're going to call about the 5-yard line and in, if they are calling man coverage, is the play stick and nod. This is a really good play to beat man coverage. We have already went over this play and this whole setup in another video. That's why I didn't make a screen for this play, and I have another play fade out that we're going to use in the red zone, but didn't make a screen for it just because we have already went over these plays. But really quick, let's hop on the goal line. I'll just kind of show you the setup and why it worked. All right, guys, so we hop on the goal line. As you can see, they are in man coverage. So here we're on about the 5-yard line. Like I said, this will be the play I call man coverage from the 5-yard line. Here's what our play art looks like. Now, I go over it in the first video, but with our abilities that I use, I have Hot Route Master on my quarterback, and then I have Route Tech on Julio Jones here on that top of stack receiver. What that's going to allow us to do is toast man coverage if they don't have one step ahead on their corner. So what we're going to do is we're going to put that player on a corner route in our hot routes, and then we are going to smart route it. What that's going to do, as you can see, is it puts them on a super quick out route. Really, really quick, guys, and we are just going to throw that on break. Now, what we also can do, we can motion this player in if we want, put him on a hook. That is usually what I'll do, or you can keep him behind him in the stack, keep him on a hook, but we'll motion him in, guys, and all we want to do is we want to throw this right on break. Watch Julio on that outside out route. As soon as he breaks to the outside, we're just going to fire that in right away. So that is going to be the read, guys. Most players will not have any flat defenders out there. And then if they do, we still have this running back route from McCaffrey. We'll go over it in the gameplay. But that is the setup, guys. It's super simple. Just put him on the corner route and smart route it. And then I usually put this guy on a hook. And you can motion him in if you want, or you don't have to. So let's go look at the gameplay. So here we are, guys. We're on the 7-yard line. Like I said, from about the 5 to the 7-yard line. Here he is on that corner route, smart routed. We motion in with the hook here. So really our eyes are going to go to here on break. If they do put out another flat defender or they have one step ahead, then I'll look to the running back, and then our third read will be this tight end. So let's let it run. Right away, bringing a heavy blitz. A lot of people, if they're playing man on the goal line, it's going to be a 0 blitz. So we're just going to wait for this guy to light up. There's our route tech lighting up. Get 3 to 4 yards of separation. Just lead that way outside. So that is going to be man coverage, guys. That is how we beat it on the goal line. Same thing from the 3-yard line. So you can see this works getting in really, really in tight, guys. Motion this player in. Fire that. We can see it light up. Fire that. Lead that out and away. That easy, guys. So 0 blitz, man coverage, route tech on this player, and throw that basically every time. All right, guys. So we just went over. That was kind of from like the 5 to 6-yard line and in. Now we're going to go from about the 15-yard line to about the 6-yard line. How I like to attack zone and man defense. So this is going to be that same play we went over before, double stick. All our adjustments are going to be the same, but I want to show you guys this really works well from about the 10-yard line and in. So here we are on the 9-yard line. Here we go. Motion him in. So this is going to be our cover 3 look. Make sure we put that guy on a smoke screen. Once again, 4 hooks across the field. We have the user on this side, so a lot of the times if I see the user there, I'm going to look backside. We can see square hooking up right there. This hook is pulling out the curl flat. So that is going to be our opening. Low ball that in there. Super, super quick and easy read, guys. If I see the flat or the user on the one side, I'm just going to check the other. Okay, same thing. Motion in. This is going to be cover 3 again. Right off the snap, we want to look at the user. This time the user's playing on this side, so now we want to look to this side. This is that smoke screen. Look how well it does of pulling down this flat defender, guys. If they're in hard flats, this guy is going to pull right down, and it's going to leave a really, really nice pocket here. We could have thrown to either of them. Honestly, we throw to the deeper one in the end zone there. Low ball it. That easy. Okay, one more time against cover 3. Same setup, guys. I actually guess I didn't have one against cover 2 for this, but once again, we can see the hard flat suck way, way down. Users playing on this side of the field. This one, the curl defender's kind of playing more on R1. So now we can also low ball to the tight end there. Here we're going to be down to about the 3 to 4 yard line, and then we can work on our other plays from there. All right, guys, so the next play we want to go over is fade out. This is going to be another play we've already went over the setup, so I'm not going to make a whole screen for it. I'll just show you guys the adjustments quickly on the practice field. Alright, guys, so the adjustments for this play, all we're going to do is we're going to put this inside receiver on the tray side on a hook, and then we're going to put a post in behind him. Once again, we need that hot route master on our quarterback to do that. And then we are going to motion in the back of stack receiver, motion him in. So this is all it's going to be, guys. I like this from about the 15 to in about the 7. Not really much closer than that. Really like it against cover 3 and cover 4. It works against cover 2. I'll kind of show you it's a little bit different, but really like it against cover 3 and cover 4. And when people are running zone, guys, I really don't find they're going to run a lot of cover 2 in the red zone. It's going to be more cover 3 and cover 4. There's just not enough people in the end zone, but I will go over it. So that's what the adjustments look like, guys. Let's go look at the footage. All right, guys, so here it is. Our adjustments are in. This looks like a cover 3 shell. Right away, we have the user on this side of the field. So I really like this route from Hill here. He kind of goes in, out, and then he cuts out. When he cuts out, I really like to low ball that in there. Everything in the red zone is going to be really tight, guys, so I really like low balls. It just zone coverage doesn't react well to it. The guy's going to get down. He's not going to take any big hits, so let's take a look. Right away, the user's on that side of the field, so my eyes are on this side. Right on break, we can see this player here pulls everything to the outside. We have a really nice hole right there. Right on break, we're just going to low ball that in there. So that's first read against cover 3, guys. Okay, same thing, cover 3 shell. User on the Trey side, motion in this player. Watch Sanders on this play, guys. He's going to pull this flat defender so far out when he goes to the outside. Going to pull him out. We're going to have a nice hole here. Now, if the user was on this side, look at so if the user was over here playing on the stack side, we have this hook route. Then we have the post in behind it that's going to get in between the corner and the safety. So really, we're going to read the user against cover 3, but he stays on this side. So we can see that hook would be open, that post would be open, but he's playing on that side. So we're going to wait for that out route one more time, low ball that in there. We're down to the 1 yard line from the 10. So really read the user, guys. You can see on that play, I don't think I have any footage of me hitting that post, but if the user plays on that stack side, fire in that post route or that hook route. All right, guys, same thing, but this one is actually going to be cover 4. So it's going to be the same reads. We're going to snap the ball. He's actually rushing to this side. So my eyes are going to go here. Against cover 4, it's going to work a little different because this player here, he's actually in that deep blue kind of quarters coverage. So he's going to sit there on it. But on break, if we lowball that from about the 9 yard line and out, he's going to stay in front of that player. We're going to lowball that in right in front of him. So against cover 4, I don't really want to call it any closer in. Cover 3 and cover 2, we can get away with calling it a little bit closer. Okay, really quick, guys. This is going to be fade out versus cover 2. So we're going to look to the user right away. So user's kind of playing in the middle here. So hook is kind of taken away. We could have hit this backside post right away. This, I just misread it. Should have fired in that backside post, but, right, like we're just making this a really tough play for the user, because if the user plays that backside post, I could have lowballed it there. I missed my read. I should have just threw that backside post, but I actually wait a little bit. But because we are in a red zone situation, they're going to be playing hard flats. This is their flat defender. We can actually wait and he'll be running out towards the pylon. Cover 2, we have him taken by triangle here. We can just wait, fire that, roll out, fire that towards the pylon. But really, my read should have been that backside post. I misread it, but then we can actually roll out and hit this player there. All right, guys, so the last play we're going to go over on kind of how to score from about the 15 yard line to the 7 yard line is that same play we went over before, stick and nod. So at this distance from the goal line, from about the 7 out, it is going to work really good against man coverage like we showed before, but it's also going to work really, really good against zone coverage from this depth. So this is what our adjustments look like, guys. We're going to have that smart routed corner route. We're going to have this motioned in curl route. And then this is going to be our second read, is going to be this backside high-low from our running back and tight end. So let's take a look at it. So motion him in against zone coverage, guys. Once again, this corner route is going to pull everything back, and our first read I really like is just this curl route sitting down, really, really good. Going to sit down against zone coverage, and we can just low ball that in there. Now, another player I really like against cover 3 and cover 2, it works really well, is this out and then up from the tight end, guys. This is going to destroy zone coverage. It works really, really well on the goal line. Plus, it's a tight end, so we can high ball it if we want. Works really well. But on this play, pause it right here. We can see the hole in the zone here. It's cover 2, so the middle of the field is going to be open. Hole in the zone here, but so we could have thrown the tight end, but the user's on this side, so we're just going to low ball that in there to the curl route. Really, really easy read, guys. Once again, it's all about reading in zone coverage in the red zone, guys. It's all about reading where the user is, so we're going to fire in that curl route. Okay, next one, guys. Motion in, same setup. Eyes on the user. This is going to be cover 2 again, it looks like, but the user's hopping right to that curl route. So when I see the user jump to this side, now my eyes are going to be going backside. So we have this high-low read, so we're going to be reading this player. He stays inside, so we have a really nice hole, just a nice alley to fire that in. I low ball that in against the tight end. Because he goes out and then he comes up, guys, it's really going to kind of just let everything open up in the middle of the field, and he's going to find really, really nice sweet spots that you can fire it in. Okay, guys, 15-yard line. Now this is looking like either man coverage or cover 3. That is the shell they are in. So we're going to snap the ball, read the user in the middle of the field. He switches to this player at the last second. Now it is zone coverage. This player almost looks like he manned up this guy here. But it's zone coverage. This curl defender is going over here. Now look at this stick player. The user jumps out like he thinks it's an out route. Now we just fire that in. Look at that room in the middle of the field. Safety's playing on this side. Fire that in. Safety comes over a little late, and that's a touchdown from the 15-yard line against cover 3. Okay, one more time, guys. Same setup. Let it run. Now, this is actually going to be man coverage. So, this is going to work the same way against man coverage, guys, as we went over from about the 2 or 3 yard line. Our first read is always going to be this triangle route, this corner route from our route tech receiver. Throw it on break. 4 yards of separation, absolutely toast man coverage. Doesn't matter how far out we are, guys. This player, if he is route tech, he will toast man coverage on that corner route. All right, guys, now same setup, but this is going to be man coverage, but this player here actually has 1 step ahead. So we're going to see this player is actually going to do a really good job on this corner route. It's from the 10-yard line. But if we see that, if we don't see the corner route open, now this backside kind of inside whip route is absolutely going to destroy man coverage, guys. So let's take a look. So let's take a look at the running back first. He's going to go in, out, and then he's going to cut back in again. Now let's look at the corner. Let's let it run. So look at that. He's going to get 3 to 4 yards of separation. The corner does a really good job on our out route. He had 1 step ahead, so we're not going to get separation there. But this player here, 4 to 5 yards of separation. It toasts man coverage, guys. Fire that in. That's a touchdown against man coverage from about 10 yards out. Okay, one more time, guys. Watch running back on this route. He's just going to absolutely shake him. Get 5 yards of separation. Catch it down to the 2-yard line. That is it, guys. That is my 4-play mini scheme, how to score from about the 5-yard line and in, the goal line and in, the 15-yard line and in, how to beat all the zone coverages, man coverage. So that is really how you guys can bring this playbook to the table, this formation, empty tray stack, and absolutely dominate. You don't have to audible down. You don't have to get in some big, heavy run formation. I will score in the red zone basically all the time running these 4 plays. So, I really hope you guys enjoyed that video. I have a feeling it's going to be pretty long. I'm going to try to cut it down as much as I can, but we will see. If you guys are enjoying the channel, thank you guys so much for the support. Please leave a like on this video. Please sub to the channel. I do not want you to miss a thing. And honestly, if you watch this whole video, you might as well sub. Like, I don't see why you'd stick around for however long this video is going to be and not sub. So, just sub to the channel. My name is King Reggie, and I'm out.